Juanpa, pura vida. First one up. Hello, Gavin. Thank you for that. Juanpa, male 23, Costa Rica. Gavin, male 26, USA. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Although, yeah, Juanpa, you're still what, 9:41 a.m. or 10:41 a.m. And Gavin, you are, I think, 2 hours ahead of me, no? Hello, Brenda. Happy Saturday to you as well, dear. Ah, 12:41 p.m. So you're an hour ahead. Oh, interesting. Got it. So I wonder if you guys have been checking out the new videos coming out every day, and I still have some new ones that I haven't published. Looking forward to that. Juanpa says, Mehran, I had a dream last night and you were in it. Oh, was I? All right. It says you were like promoting a book. Oh, yes, I guess. I guess I am. Oh, there in Costa Rica. Ooh. That would be, I have no notion if wow, that would be good. Why not? I had a signing day at here, a local chain in Canada, Indigo. It's a probably the biggest chain in Canada, but we had it in one of their branches here in West Vancouver. That was a year or so ago, I think. And Gavin says, and I was in line to get my signed. Yes, of course, by all means. Well, I woke up early, earlier than I wanted to, because the sound of some, you know, how caretakers use a blower to blow leaves off of the roads, or they want to clean the road, just get the dust away. They use blower, they just blow it somewhere else, and that has a nasty noise. And I wonder why they started it early, 7 o'clock, which it's a Saturday. Even for regular days, it's right the time that construction or activities or noise is allowed in this town. But right on 7 o'clock, and on a Saturday, when you sleep like about 2 or so, doesn't leave you much sleep, does it? So I wasn't really that that happy with their choice. Mohsin. Oh, Mohsin. Mohsin is a new way of spelling it, I see here. Mohsin Baha or Baja. Male 40, Morocco. Welcome. Thank you. obviously you've been here before because you know the protocol, and thank you for that. Mika, where have you been? Mika, Mika, Florida, you right? Says hello, Mehran. Good to see you. 32, female, Florida. And how did the bar exams or study to be a lawyer going, Mika? Mohsin says Baja, like Jordan, like a J. Ah, Baja. Now I don't know if it's Baja or Baja. You know, in English it's not that easy to figure out if A is supposed to sound ah or ah. so so we do one of them ah, one of them ah. So Baja or Baja. Mohsin says, what do you think of law of attraction? And he gives the answer himself. Says, I don't believe. It really doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. Because it's for you, right? But I don't understand what you mean by low attraction. You mean someone who's not attractive to your taste, or lower in attraction, or less pretty or handsome than others? I'm not sure what the excuse me, the angle is. Gavin says, Mehran, I have a different question. Okay, let's go to Mika first because I think she's answering my question. Mika says, well, I took the law school entrance exam on July 15th. Oh, just about a couple of weeks ago. Followed by a car accident. On July 22. It was a busy July. Scores are well released on 8/20. But tell me about the car accident. Are you okay? Was it a big one or just a fender bender and passengers were all fine? Just the car, the body of the car? Are you good? Mika says, I'm okay. Car is in the shop, body shop. Okay, good. Good. Now, be more careful next time. When you're driving, it's not about how you drive necessarily just. It's also about watching how the others drive. So it's called defensive driving. Anticipate what some idiot gonna be doing. So keep your distance. And always with the front car, keep double the distance you need, or at least leave an angle of escape. If something happens and they stop or they do weird things, you have enough space between your car and theirs to escape. Angle of space. I remember that because my father taught me that. He always told me, watch to have enough space to maneuver if something happens. So keep your distance to have an angle of escape. And of course many other things to watch for how the other drivers are driving, and motorcycles, pedestrians, and all that. You got to be fully focused. So, and Mohsin says, law of attraction is the ability to attract into our lives whatever we are. Okay, that's what you mean. Because what you said, it said, what do you think of law of attraction? Oh, you mean you mistyped A. If you had just done the A, I would have known what you're talking about. Because if you look at your question, it says, what do you think of law of attraction? I said, law means somebody's not attractive. So law of attraction. Uh-huh. Wow. Just do your best. Forget about the law of this or law of that. You do what you got to do in life. Focus on your possibilities. Bring them to reality. Make efforts towards what you want to accomplish, your goals, and fulfill them by preparation, education, and action. So it's not good enough that you know what you want to do, but also it's important, more important, to take action to bring to fruition what it is that you want to achieve in life. Otherwise, you'll just be dreaming. As long as you do that, the rest of it doesn't matter. Because when you're trying to achieve and make efforts to achieve what you've planned, and there are good achievements, there are good plans, positive things for you, for your life, for your future, for the society, for the community, you will generate a certain kind of a quality of energy. And that certain quality of energy, which is created within you through your mind and your behavior and your lifestyle, will filter and will affect, when the energy of the nature is flowing through you, it boosts it as a capacitor, it affects it in bringing it to a higher purity and quality. And so that is emanating from you, combination of your contentment, happiness, and good desires and intentions and efforts in life will have a good quality and treats the good quality of energy that is entering, treats it well, and also adds to it a good quality. And that's what emanates out there, which people will feel from you. Despite the fact that we think that we are only negotiating and we are attractive or attracted and others are attracted to us, or we are attracted to them because of the way maybe certain woman looks, or just the pleasant way they look or not, despite of that most people think they're only judging people and interacting with the physical attributes of the others, there's something else that is at works that has profound effect and important determination of how you feel about things or somebody. And that's the energy that you really don't necessarily are aware of it, but it affects you anyhow, and you feel it, and it has to do, and it affects your judgment about them and how you feel about them, how you want to pursue interaction and friendship with them or not. And you're not aware of it, but it is influencing you, because your entity is designed to feel that. Whether you're aware that you have that capability or not, it feels it. That's why when you meet someone, you're kind of not comfortable and you don't want to be that close when you talk with them. But some other people that you meet, you feel safe and comfortable, their energy is clean and nice, and you feel that it's okay to even be a little bit closer, because that energy is not a negative, dirty energy, nasty energy that makes you want to naturally, as a mechanism that you have, to stay away. The energy is like two magnets. You know how you put two magnets at the right polarity, north and south, and they attract? They feel comfortable and they just fit in. But if you use both of them at north or south, both, they're the same polarity, they reject each other. They feel uncomfortable. They're not in harmony. Kind of similar to that, people have energy that is always at work. So that's why with some people, you meet them, you don't know them, but just as you meet them, you don't like them. You just don't want to have anything to do with them. You don't want to be close. You don't want to talk with them in close proximity. But some other people, you just met them, you don't know them, but you feel very welcoming and comfortable. That's the quality of the energy that they have. So when you create that quality of energy, which is through your good intentions and decency and accomplishments and positive attitude and way of thinking for yourself and the world and so on, you create that sort of an energy which emanates from you, and people would be then attracted to you. Otherwise, if you're a nasty person, you keep saying, "Oh, I want a pretty girl. I want a pretty girl. I want a pretty girl." There's no such thing as law of attraction that way. it won't work, because it's not up to you. It's the other people's what they feel as well, and they have that capability of feeling energy as well, even if they know it or not, but they have it. So it affects their judgment and their ability to see if you're, worthy or not. They want to interact with you or not. So they all feel that. So just sitting and wishing for something, that won't do anything unless you make yourself better, develop yourself, advance yourself, and get up and make actions, efforts. And then through your efforts, you get closer to the results you're looking for, and eventually you get it. And then they say, oh, well, because you thought of it. No, if you think of it, is not enough. Gotta put action to the thinking. Thinking by itself is just that, thinking. It's like blueprints, drawing plans. But you gotta go get the wood, get the stuff, and nail them together, and then build that the structure. Then you got your whatever you designed as an architect come to realization of it. Same thing. Just wishing for it is part of it, but gotta put action and efforts into it to turn it into something real. That's what I can say about law of attraction. I think I have a video on that. There's some topic that we don't have a video on that. Mika says, Mehran, I want to thank you for encouraging me to take the exam. I feel proud of myself. Good for you, and I'm proud of you as well, that I accomplished something that I was intimidated by. Are you kidding me? You're a smart girl. You can do anything you put your mind to it. Taking care of my needs, have increased my self-esteem. Excellent. Wunderbar. Excellent. No, Gavin, I got you right on my radar. I'll be right there, just wrapping up the ones that I started. And Superness says, hello, Mehran, male 38 UK, shoe size 8. What are you following Majid? Or are you Majid and changed your screen name? All right, everybody's now giving their shoe size and height. Mohsin says, thank you so much, Mehran. You always add something new. My pleasure. Superness says, it's Adam. Adam. Well, you and Majid both offer your shoe size and your height and weight. All right, let's go to Gavin, which one thing led to another, and we got far away from his question. It is his turn, obviously. Gavin says, Mehran, I have a different question today. When you are ready. All right. What can you do when you see no direction in your life? You can't figure out what to do next, or having a hard time finding and scared to take big steps. So what do you do when you just don't know what to do next in life, or how to think clearly? What do you do when you are driving your car to a destination and you get lost? You don't know where you are and which direction you should go. What do you do? You try to get help, right? That help comes in different ways. Could come from a document, could be a map that you figure out, oh, I gotta go this direction, but first I gotta figure out where I am, because I'm lost. I don't even know where I am, so map is not gonna help me. So I gotta go to somewhere that I know where I am. So I know I came from this way. I don't know where I'm going, which direction I should be going to get me to where I want to go, but I know which direction I came from. So maybe I can backtrack to the place where I know my surroundings. Like from there, I know this way is north, this way is south, this way is like this city, that way is this city. Right now, I've lost my orientation. Because when I am at a place where I know what things are around me and to which direction, I'm clear on that, then I can start over. But if I were to just wing it, I may get even more lost. Because when we are lost, we want to catch up. And we are tempted to take shortcuts. I'm lost. I don't know where to go. I'm far away from where I want to be. I've lost time. So let me, shortcut. That sounds good. Let me take a shortcut because, there's some possibilities they might be right, but you're not sure. But you take the risk. Why? Because you want to catch up with what you think you've lost, which really is nothing. It's just, that's where you are. You got to find the right direction. You haven't lost anything. Time goes on. Life goes on. It's not like something amazing and life-threatening is happening that you should hurry. But you do. You take shortcuts. That big step that you're talking about, scared of taking big steps, is because you're lost. There's no need to take big steps. What about small steps? Andre Agassi won all his championships with small steps because he could gauge the distances for proper positioning to make the best strike, because those smaller steps would have had smaller chance of mistakes and miscalculations. To go too far, not enough. But all those small steps would put him in a perfect position every time. Look at the ones in tennis that they make big steps. When they took one big step, it could be over what they needed to take. They can't now come back. Because if they come back, the energy comes back, balance comes back, they're not ready. And in tennis, you know that you got to go balance forward and always in forward motion to make the strike. You don't want to go backward and take the motion. It's got no power. So that's why you don't want to overstep the distance that you need to be in the close proximity of the ball and to make a good strike. So if you take big steps, it's going to mess you up. If you take small steps, like Andre Agassi, you will always be precisely where you want to be, and you will always maybe be a bit short so that you can, adjust with another small step. So you'll never be overshooting your positioning. So you can be in a best forward position, forward motion, and energy forward, and balance forward to make the hit. Same thing with you now. You want to take big steps because you're lost. You want to take a shortcut to catch up. There's nothing to catch up. Just find your bearings. Figure out where is it that you're good at. Don't hurry. Don't be anxious. Don't think there's some time is passing, you're losing time. And instead trying to do some weird stuff and take big risks just so that it might work, and then you could just hit the jackpot and say, I got it. No, gotta methodically figure it out. Take actions appropriate to the stage of the plan that you are, and methodically move towards accomplishing your goal, and then get to where you want to go rather than say, I want to take a big step. Why? Big step is a sign of, I'm lost. I just want to catch up. Figure out what you're good at. Where was it that you feel very comfortable? You had a plan last time that we talked. You're going to school for some new education, new line of knowledge. And sometimes you may not be as patient as possible, and you want to change course because you're not patient to see it through. Lo and behold, you change course, you still got to be taking certain distance in order to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish in that line of direction. So they all would have the same kind of efforts necessary and patience necessary. You can't just say, I'm impatient here, I'm not getting where I want to go fast enough, so I'm going to change direction. Well, you change direction for another goal, well, that also needs patience and learning and the steps, the procedures that you got to be taking it. Then you got to be patient from then you're going to go another one. It will be like a sparrow jumping from one branch to another. Stick on with something that you have planned. Steady as she goes. Relentless. Don't lose patience. Focus. Manage. Organize time. Balance your life. Getting up certain time, eating good, eating right, going to school, getting your studies, doing the study, and going to the gym, doing exercise and eating, drinking good water and all that. Create an organized schedule for yourself. Follow the regimen over and over and over until those years that you need to, or the courses you need to finish is finished. You've now developed yourself to a level that you planned on. You feel good about yourself, the fact that you accomplished something. Just like Mika was saying, she's proud of herself because she stuck it out patiently, worked it hard, and went through it without giving up and being impatient. And that good feeling at that time that you've finished your course and whatnot that you wanted to achieve will give you that energy and hopefulness and the outlook to go and be confident enough to go and take another step. And then all these little steps, before you know it, would have traveled that long distance that you were so impatient to finish it with big steps, which you could have gotten lost and been out of synchronization for whatever it is that you wanted to achieve. So just focus on the steps that you have in front of you and make all steps towards your goal small ones. All steps towards your goal must be small ones that you can organize, schedule, and attain them, rather than be afraid of, it's so much, I gotta leave everything so I can do this, and this needs so much investment of energy and time and money. You just given up. But if all the steps that you want to take in accomplishing whatever it is that you want to accomplish are small ones, small projects, small steps, and they're all scheduled, organized, easy to accomplish, easy to attain, you will constantly not even be attaining steps and steps closer to where you want to go and accomplish. Every one of those steps that you accomplish and you attain, because they're light and easy and set up in the size that you would attain them easily, feeds you with confidence. So as you're going along, you're getting more and more confident, because I just did this one. I don't care how small it was, I accomplished it. And next one, I did that one too. Okay, I'm now better. More. Before you know it, there's nothing can stop you, regardless of how challenging it might be. As long as you pace it, size it, like a good, delicious food that if you want to put it all in your mouth, you can't, and you choke, or you just can't handle it, you can't chew it, and the whole taste will go away. But if you take bite after bite, you enjoy it, savor it, and also be able to eat it, and nourishment, and bit by bit you will finish that so much food on your plate, which you couldn't have handled it all at once, and it was scary. I'm not going to eat it all. Well, you don't have to, but if you want to, bit by bit, like anything else you want to accomplish in life, schedule it, small pieces, small fragments, accomplish each fragment, and all those fragments, before you know it, have turned into that whole project that you wanted to accomplish, which is where you want to be comfortable in your life, according to the plans that you have for yourself. I hope that is something for you to take to heart and put it to work. Otherwise, talks are easy. Put it to work. Small pieces. You can do it. You can do it. All right. Let's see. Dart Ridiculous. Hello. It always cracks me up, that name. Emmanuel says, good afternoon. Hello, Emmanuel. Male 27, Boston. Hey, Dart, what happened to your protocol? And Emmanuel says, do you mind telling me a little bit about your unlisted videos? Yes, I do. Damn it, Emmanuel. I'm not here to list what is coming. You gotta wait for it. because I don't know what the list is. I got to go and start reading them for you. And he says, I've thought about watching some of them, but they are not free to my understanding. So I'd like to know a little bit about them. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the Ultimate Breakup Cure package? Well, there's lots of things. I don't know. There's like 82 of them to begin with, 86 of them to begin with, and counting, because I keep adding to that package when I find new star videos. By the way, guys, I spent quite a bit of time last 2 days or 3 days, and I did retagging of 100 of the videos, which is just a minuscule compared to over 1,500 videos that we have on this channel. But those hundreds, if I've done it right, or at least make a difference, should help us to be found easier. And then from then, I guess people can find more of the videos that they're interested in. You look so lonely there, Brenda. Nobody's joining you on Facebook. Everybody is simply not interested in Facebook today. Or they're sleeping. Superness, which is Adam, says, Mehran, I'm losing hope in never meeting a woman of quality. That's all right, you and I both. So, patience, my friend, patience. Says, I have a good job, he says, nice apartment, good health, go to the gym, have no debts or baggage, and yet I feel so invisible to women. If you have a good job, nice apartment, good health, and going to the gym, have no debts or baggage, what the hell you need a woman for? Because that's what she might bring to you. as a byproduct of the pleasure that you receive from that interaction, you may lose your job, lose your apartment, detriment to your health, stop going to the gym because of depression. So, and then you become visible to everyone, but in a different way. So I think you stick to the good times that you have right now, focus on your life, enjoy the gym and your health and your job and your money and the fact that you have no debt and your apartment, and accomplish yourself to the points that you enjoy. And through that journey, as I just described, you will be emanating the kind of energy that would attract the right girl or girls to you, and then you will decide if they qualified as they try to decide if you qualify. But if you have an agenda every day that you go out of your door, you look desperate. Even if you don't look, your energy is too anxious. We are all about energy. Don't be fooled by the way we look or our limitation and you think, oh, they can't figure me out. You are figuring them out from the energy they're emanating, and you're feeling it without you knowing how is it being done. But you have a feeling that, not knowing how it's done, but you do feel it if it's good energy or not. That's why you pursue some girl and some you don't. And they feel the same way. And if you feel desperate and you have an intention every day, an agenda, they feel that agenda. Then you feel needy. And girls are not attracted to someone who needs them or is needy. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. A human being is usually not so confident. So as soon as they see somebody is really interested by action or by feeling, oh, he's really checking me out, waiting for me, and suddenly they think they're too good for you because you've expressed your emotion in that unsettled way. So You just focus on your life, live your life, enjoy everything that you just named here, all the pieces, and love your life. When you love your life, you love yourself. When you love yourself, you're proud of yourself, you create that confidence. That confidence generates a better quality of energy, emanates from you, which is emanating anyhow. All you're doing, you're changing the quality of it. And then that would be the invitation or inviting message that you're sending out, and you will find, right? But you can't just keep, hoping for it. You gotta also, maybe get involved in some volunteer work if you like, or if you want to be participating in some meetups that are all over the world now, something nice, maybe, I don't know, something deep or something, I don't know, fun, whatever it is, that you meet people. If you don't meet people, the first girl comes around that looks like, oh, she looks fine, and you're a guy and heterosexual man loves woman, therefore you get all, looking from one angle of it, and you say, well, it's great, it's perfect. Why? Because there was nobody else around. But if you socialize and you meet friends and no agenda, just friends, get to know women, and you will be more comfortable around them. And then when you're around them, you don't emanate this energy of I need to be with you, I need to feel you, I need to get to know you, I need to feel a relationship. None of that is there because you're comfortable. You just looking at them as a friend and getting to know their lives and what they think, and you exchange thoughts and conversation about the world, about life, and everything is calm. And then you see if they actually qualified, and if they're interested in you, you're interested in them, then you do. And if they're not interested but you are, you're okay with it to let it go, because there are others that you're socializing with, or at least you know yourself better that this is a two-way street, and you've accepted that. You have no agenda. You're waiting for a natural connection, and that will happen if you just keep enjoying your life, and that's all you should have in your mind. And Madhuresh Minoshi says, please like the video, guys. Oh, thank you for reminding me, everyone. Please click on like if you like, and if you don't click on anything. And Gavin says, wow, great advice, Mehran. Thank you so much again. This helped me a lot. You are the boss. We also have protocol for you. What tea are you drinking every time? Every time is different. Today I was having a tea which is a mixture of raspberry leaves, I guess hibiscus, and some other herbs in there. It's okay. It's a little bit too earthy, too leafy, like grassy. I prefer the one that I was drinking just a few days ago. I ran out of it. And that one was pomegranate and hibiscus and all good stuff. Oh, really? What happened? My tab just crashed. Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? Did I lose you? Somehow it says your tab crashed. Would you like to report it? I said, the hell with it. I don't want to. Everybody just give me a yes if you're still there. What happened? What did you guys see in that few moments? Did you guys see me disappear? Did the channel fall? What happened? Could someone let me know what happens when this thing happens? The first time it happened to me is a notification came on, says your tab just crashed. We don't know why, and would you like to let us know, make a comment? I said, no, the hell with it. Let's let's reconnect. So what happened, guys? What did you guys see? Oh, we never left. I never left. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Okay then. All right, good. Just the tab crashed then. I wonder why. All right, and Super Nez says, where was I? What was I discussing anyhow? Oh. Oh, so many questions here. I never noticed. Okay. And oh, the tea. I was talking about the tea. Yeah, I was drinking this tea that was pomegranate and hibiscus and all the other goodies. It was sent to me by one of our friends from UK, and it's finished, so I don't have anymore. She sent me 2 packages, and it's all done. And I kind of found this kind of substitute, but not even close. It's a fancy tea, but meh. But I appreciate it. At least I've got something. I prefer to drink herbal ones, but tasty ones. Not sweet ones, but tasty ones. Anyhow, so we have Dart Ridiculous. It's male 35 US. And Adam says, seems the majority of women are drawn to men who provide drama. Well, usually human being has, due to lack of confidence on their own, men or women, they seem to want things that they can't get because they think what I can't get must be better than me, then I should get it. But what I can get, I can get, so it's not better than me because I can get it, and I don't think much about myself. So if I can get it, that must not be really that hot because I'm not that hot. So if I can get it, I don't want it. Yes, well, that's why the ones who are really not balanced or confident of high quality are usually bamboozled and fooled, thinking that the one who's not paying attention to them or playing a game of this and that they can't necessarily attract or control, or the guy pretends that he's not attracted to them, then they are more enticed to go and get him. It's a silly individual internal challenge that some people have. So you can't judge all women to be like that. There are women who are looking for quality men. They're not looking for nonsense. They have their head screwed on right. They are in a place where they know what they're looking for: stability and communication and compassion and unselfishness and building a good relationship on solid grounds, and that's what they're looking for. And you also should not sell yourself short just because you haven't found something nice. Then you got to be settling with the first one that you meet. That seems to be, well, it's a desert, nothing here, so might as well, be okay with it. No, because then once you express your okayness with the situation, and then after you have had intimacy and you see, well, it's not a novel anymore, I don't have that, I've kind of taken care of that thirst, and therefore now my eyes are open, I can see it clear, this is not my cup of tea, then that's going to be hard to get rid of and hard to pull away. You're going to hurt yourself, you're going to go through drama, depending on how long you guys been together, maybe even you become live together for long enough time that they would have legal ramifications. You got to divide the assets and all that. Then why don't you select better from the beginning? There's a video I have, it says, titled 5 top points that you should focus on when selecting your girlfriend. So once you guys watch it, at least attend to those 5 points. And I have another video a long time ago This is how to select a girlfriend, or select the best girlfriend, or something like that. So let's go on to Madher says, I like the video, guys. Help to grow the community and also share. Right on. Right you are. Guys, remember, all these videos, if they're not shared, they are good for nothing. They can't help anyone and they won't be viewed. If you don't share the channel, we won't grow. If you don't like the videos you watch, we won't grow. If you don't subscribe and just come and go, I won't know that I'm doing something right, because the subscribe numbers will help me to know that I'm on the right track. I should hang in there. I would appreciate it, guys. And you all know how you can reach me if you need some one-on-one attention on Skype. Go on my site, mind@seekstruth.com, and click on Talk to Mehran via Skype. Make an appointment. We'll explore what's concerning you one-on-one on Skype. And take a look at what else the site is offering as far as support is concerned. Lots of things there. Email, and also through email you can get answers, and I will record your answers back and send it to you, and through the site though, not directly sending to me, because then it's like number of emails I get every day and I don't know which one I should respond. Otherwise I'll be sitting all day around just responding when there's no economic value to it, to help the channel to grow. And that's my intention, to make this channel economically valuable so I can make the channel grow, do more things, and then maybe there would be enough finances someday to travel and make weekend workshops or 2-day workshops and meet people and be more effective and helpful in support. So, and also, they can reach me through an app called Walmart, $1 a minute. It's a company out of Tokyo, and apparently you just go in there, look for Mind That Seeks Truth. If the light is green, that means I'm available. Click on, and you'll be talking to me on my cell phone. And that's for short calls, usually up to 20 minutes or so. Anything more than that's better off to go and make an appointment on the Skype from my site. And what else was I going to tell you guys? Not much. The rest of it is all here. We've got 3-4 free live streamings, and that could be of support. So we're doing what we can. All we need is to grow. And if you guys don't share, don't inform, don't talk about it, we will wither and die. I mean, I will, not you guys. Now, let's go. See, Emmanuel says, I'm asking because I've been looking for a video that might be in your unlisted section or at your website. It's one of which you say that the reason why we don't move on is because we think the ex can come back at any time. Did I say that? At any time, and you said in that video that we keep a little bit of hope for the reason that she's alive and not dead. I think I said I think I said that you should be thankful that she's fine and healthy and alive and enjoying life, and you would accept if, God forbid, your ex would perish. You would accept that and you go on. Or when she's alive or he's alive and happy and doing their lives, you can't go on. They're alive in the same world you are, but you can't go on. But if they actually, something, God forbid, happened to them and they're no longer here, you accept it and you go on. It doesn't make sense. You should be happier when they're alive and happy and doing their lives. Okay, at one time we liked each other, so I wish her well, I wish him well, you say. And you go on. But instead, you're okay if they're not here. You cry a little bit, and then eventually you go and get a girlfriend or get a boyfriend and go on. But if they're here, you just don't want to do anything. That's, I think, what I said. But most of my videos are available. Even the videos that are in ultimate breakup cure package, they're available, but you don't know which ones they are. That's why you need to individually find them, or among the 1500 videos, or watch them one by one to cover what it is that you need to recover and move on. But that package already has all the star videos in sequence, so you can simply open the package and follow the package. You don't have to look for which video, because you want to recover, you want to move on after your breakup and all that. It's all there for you. So I've just organized them in that way, and they're locked for the people who buy the package, which comes with the mindset PDF file of the mindset. You can print it, or as a video to watch it and read it in 5 minutes, that mindset. And then it has discounts for the Skype consultations, half price for half an hour. Like, not half price, so for half an hour you get 1 hour, for 1 hour you get 2 hours for 1 year. And there are other perks in that package, which you can look at it in the mindthatseekstruth.com site of mine. And that's why, otherwise you can find any video that I have on the it's free, it's open. But because people don't know which one to watch, which one is the right one after their breakup, I've bundled 86 of them, and I'm adding to them all the star videos that I find it's relevant and it helps them more. So without them paying again, they just get more and more videos on that membership, 1 year membership that they buy. I think the whole package is, with all the perks in it, is $198, which covers about, I don't know, $5,000 worth of consultation. If it was one-on-one, every one of those videos, it would have been $5,000-6,000. But it's $198 plus bonuses for Skype consultation, mindset video, mindset PDF file, and a few other things that is a part of the perk. I don't remember what they are. And Adam says, my standards have never been so high. I don't emit any of this energy. I'm very confident man. I'm not needy at all. I wait for them to make eye contact. Problem is they are so self-involved in their self-involved in their phones. One girl even said that they don't like good guys, they like bad guys. Well, that's one girl. It's not all girls. Most girls don't like assholes, and they're the ones that you should be looking for. The girls who are looking for bad guys are the girls who are just not confident and not capable of accomplishing anything, pretty much, or they don't seem to have understood the value of their life or their own value. That's why they are looking for something weird, because they think experience of life is supposed to be weird. Like representation of freedom, as freedom is synonymous to chaos and lack of goals and accomplishments and just living like an, person who believes in no decency or no nothing. This word freedom has turned into meaning undisciplined behavior, rather than we're free in most things. Freedom is not supposed to be expressed through, I don't know, doing weird things. Freedom is not supposed to mean that it's a ticket to do weird things, because that would mean I'm free. I don't want to wash my hair. I don't want to take a shower. I don't want to, be polite. I don't want to, and that means freedom. No, it doesn't. That means being an asshole. That's how we were thousands of years ago. We did our best to turn ourselves into this, which superficially and physically we've kind of succeeded, but we're still same violent people and uncivilized people as we were a few thousand years ago. We just are bound by certain civilities and consequences that we're trying to keep it together. But then suddenly we think now freedom means to be an asshole. That's not the case. The freedom is not a ticket to be weird. So anyhow, so you stick with your guns and to your guns and look for a good catch, good matching thing. Don't be swayed by all these nonsense of because she looks good, she looks pretty, all the high heels, all the everything else, that means she's smart too. No, she just looks that way, and that's her power to make herself look good to then maybe get what she's looking for. But that is not an indication that she's also smart, also intelligent, also capable, also decent, also compassionate, and compatible to you. Oh, those are all different. People's look or their possessions has very little to do, if at all, to who they are. There's two separate entities. Who they are is in their consciousness. What they look and how they attract you with their physical attributes, it's got nothing to do with them. It's not an accomplishment. That's how they were born now. Their clothing and well-designed clothing and shoes and every accessories that makes them all bling and create excitement, which you are as a heterosexual male, you're programmed to respond to that excitement that the women create with their fashions and with their physical beauty. But that's not where you make your relationship with. That runs away and runs out very quickly after 6 months being together or a year. If you built all your relationship on hopes of building a life on the sexual connection, intimacy with her, well, I've got a surprise for you. That's not going to be holding anything to build on it, because that's going to fade away, at least in parts, not the way it used to be at the beginning, because you get used to that, and that wouldn't be the enough motivation for you to bond together. Where you bond is unconscious level, and that has to do with who she is, how she's put together, and if you guys are compatible on your ideas, your conversation, your manners, your compassion, your unselfishness, your how you deal with yourself and how you deal with each other, your center, who you are, who you have turned to be, what your mechanical process is, what your order is, and all that has a lot to do with the quality of relationship you're going to build. So it's easy to be attracted to a woman because we heterosexual males are attracted to women in more ways than one, just because they're a woman. But that's not how you can, it's not something you can use to build a relationship. Build a relationship between you and who she is, not how she looks like. Anyhow, you got the gist of it. Let me go on to Emmanuel says, is it possible to purchase an individual video? I wish it was, because I suggested that to YouTube. I was talking to them, I don't know, a while back. I said, can I make each video put a price on it? They said, we can't do it yet, because I wanted to have a price on each one of my videos. $1, 50 cents, 25 cents, or whatever. People would find it affordable, and the channel would make money, but it's not available. So it's either locked and as a package, they're going to pay for it to have the package open for them, or through one-on-one discussions or other systems and support systems that I have. Now we go on to Brenda says, that was funny. Yes, he does not need a woman. Thank you for that, Brenda. So you get the joke. Anyhow, as a woman. Good. All right, and here we have everywhere, everywhere you see says, can social media influence be the problem for the majority of the problems? I don't know really, because I can hear you, I can see what you're trying to say, but that is only maybe for younger people who haven't had enough experience in life and haven't found their own solid grounds, and on what base their core principles have been created. Have they created the core principles that they believe in, and they uh, navigate their lives based on what their principle that they have created for themselves are? And if they don't have it, then they would be inclined to move towards and be persuaded towards suggestions that the social media makes and all that. Or some older people who still haven't created that confidence and that prime directive for themselves by themselves through their learning and understanding of what life is to them, and they will be swayed away or into different directions by the social media. I think it through, and I don't believe many people would be, not everybody would be. I certainly haven't been swayed by anything that I see on social media, because I guess I rely on some other sources, inward sources, and analyzing, and based on certain merits and certain growth and understanding, and how my consciousness is put together, how I can analyze things, I decide if something is worthy of pursuing or something to pay attention or not. I don't simply, hardly ever, if at all, been persuaded by a trend of anything. And you know what? It's been like that for me ever since childhood. I've never been focused on what's trend is, whatever. So I believe, I don't think social media is a problem. Could be a problem, yes, for the people who have the propensity to be affected. But if you have strong roots, that's a difference between imagining a river, a moving, flowing water in a river, and a log. A log, a tree log, trunk of a tree is on the water of the river, and it's a log, is being taken away by the flow of the current, water current, anywhere, bang to the side of the river bank and get mixed up with the garbage and shit and whatever else is on the sides, or go under the water and come up, because that's the behavior of the water is, and is taken to any direction along where the water wants it to go. But if that same trunk of the tree is not a log, it's in the form of a tree with roots in the bed of the river, then we got a tree with roots securely in the bed of the river. The water of the river cannot have an effect on it. Now the water of the river wants to go through it, it can't. It got to go around it. It's the water of the river that has to separate itself and move away, because it cannot penetrate or move the tree because it's got roots. And the tree will take what it needs, what it feels it's secure and safe or necessary, what it chooses from the sustenance that maybe the water carries, or the stuff that the water carries, and the stuff that the tree doesn't find suitable makes it go around it and go away and not be affected by it. We each should be like that tree with the roots in the bed of the river, not like a log, and the river being the society, the log or the tree being us, human beings. If we don't have roots, don't have principles, don't have things that we have created, the core principles for our lives, prime directives for our lives, what we have pondered on, what we think is suitable for us, and in morality, in what values we have set, and what we think it's harmless to others and at the same time beneficial for the community and society that we live in. If we have that kind of a core values, we've set certain kind of principles for ourselves, that is like that tree which has a root deep embedded and solid in the bed of the river while the river is flowing all around it. It won't be swayed, it won't be moved by the water. We will take from the society, being the river, we being the tree, we will take what we think it suits and it's suitable to our principles, to our cores that we have set up for ourselves. Like that tree that says what suitable sustenance it wants. It chooses. So we choose what the society is throwing at us. Not just be there as a victim and let the society shit all over us and be like that log in the river, and the river, the society, takes the log, us, anywhere that it wants, bangs it here and there, get it mixed up with all kind of shit. We shouldn't. Society is not necessarily clean. The river, just because it has a flow, doesn't necessarily mean nothing shitty and bad is mixed up with that flow. You gotta be able to know and tell the difference. What you want to take from society, what directions you will accompany it, what directions you will go against, and what directions you will not even pay attention to. And you will just get busy with what it is that you're there to do. Okay. Now, Rest Keeper says, do you have a significant other? As far as the romantic significant other, at the moment, no, I don't have a girlfriend. At my age and focus on what I want to accomplish, it's not fair to get into a relationship where you don't think you'll be committed because you've got other things that seems to be more palatable and important to you, your projects, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. And instead of spending all the energy on that, unless, who knows, something comes up that takes my attention a little bit more than it should, then of course that would be a different story. But until then, I would prefer to be fair to a woman that I might be finding myself interested in, and not get engaged until I feel that there is enough time and a possibility to be fair in being involved in a relationship. But women are everything, and we always enjoy their presence in life, and like the flowers in the garden, that there is no garden if there's no flowers, and women are the flowers. Their contribution in every way is appreciated, and the encouragement and the inspirations that bring to us all is beautiful, whether you are in a relationship or not. You can still admire and do your duties as a man, being protective of women, respectful to women, appreciating women in all tangents of their lives and tangents of the life that we all are on the same journey. And Emmanuel says, is it possible? Okay, we just talked about that. Jay Cuzzy says, she's not pretty, she's just looks that way. Northern Pikes. I don't know what that means. I don't know what Northern Pikes is. I don't know what that is. She's not pretty, she just looks that way. It sounds like something I might have said, or similar to it. No, I didn't say that. I said she's pretty, but she's not responsible for that. It's not her accomplishment. She was born that way. So a woman is a lot more than her prettiness, her looks. Because she's a lot more than that, it's her smarts, wisdom, capabilities, accomplishments. Therefore, you should expect more from a woman, not just to be pretty. That's maybe part of it. Every woman is beautiful and every woman is pretty, but to different people. So that is a part of selection process, but not the whole of woman. Woman is far more than just her looks, and therefore you should expect far more from a woman than just being pretty, because you make your relationship with who she is, the woman, not how she looks like. All right, let's go on. I think we covered that before. And Juanpa says, Mehran, since men are programmed genetically to pursue women, heterosexual male, and he says, does homosexual men are homosexual because they followed a transient thought? It's a very interesting discussion, but it's very clear. Just as heterosexuals are born with a certain program, the homosexuals are born with a certain program. And just as a heterosexual could be a pervert that would go out of his own programming and, I don't know, do some things that is not in his gene, homosexual could be doing the same thing, because we are all human beings. Just because of our gender, that doesn't make us necessarily good or bad. Our gender is not responsible for us being good or bad, good role model for the society and community, or bad ones. It is our conditioning. It is who we are. It is how we think. It is what our intentions are as a person. How we have paid attention to develop ourselves. How we want to affect the society. How we think. How healthy we are for the society. That, so the good or bad is in our behavior, in our thinking, not in our sexuality. Heterosexuality, homosexuality, and every other kind of sexuality is a fact. It's a fact of life. There's no thinking about it. There's no denying it. There's no thinking about it. There's not necessary to promote it. There's not necessary to demote it. It's not civilized to try to demean anybody because they are heterosexual or homosexual or transgender or whatever. We are all human beings. We are all created in a certain way with a certain programming in our genes, and that's how we are. That's fact. The commonality is that we are all human beings. That's what we should be focusing on. The commonality is that every single one of us are important for the shape and the quality of this life and this journey of life. And we should all help to be good role models for children, for others, be decent, help communities, help each other, help ourselves to make sense of it all. Otherwise, if I'm heterosexual and somebody is homosexual or transgender, or well, that's what we are. That's our gender. That's not who we are. Gender and who we are is two different things. We can be a bad person, a good person, and we can be of any gender. It doesn't mean just because someone is in a certain kind of a gender, then definitely that's a good one, and the other one is not such a good one. Or we should celebrate one gender because they are this way, and we should not celebrate the other genders. I think there's no celebration needed for any gender. We're all it. We're here. We're living. We're doing our things. We're doing our lives. We got to be respectful, cooperative to each other, civil, and promote and encourage each other to succeed in life. But trying to treat homosexuals as if they are not equal to the rest of us or to the rest of the genders, that's not fair. Heterosexuals, homosexual, transgender, they're all equal. If they are equal, they should be respected, equal of equal rights, and at the same time, they should not be treated as if they are, if they're not on the same level as the rest by behaving as if they need special attention, that they're more special than the others. What are we saying by treating that and celebrating a certain gender? We're just saying then they're not as qualified as the rest of us because we have to now celebrate them in order. Why? They are as important as everybody else. So what's the need of trying to treat them as if they're not important and they need to be fluffed or promoted or celebrated? We're all in it together. We're all equal. We're all the same. Heterosexual, homosexual, transgender. We're all human beings. We all need to be celebrated, and we all don't need to be celebrated because we're all humans. What's there to... There's no need to promote anything this way or that way. We're all humans. That's what we should focus on. Anyhow, I think you get the gist of it. Okay. Royal Doyle says hello from Mo. Mo, is it Montreal? And Supernez says, everywhere you see, says, what shall I do when I panic and start to miss her? Don't miss her. Fighting the urges to text her. Don't text her. I used to call to friend to hang out, but they have become annoyed with me. Just move on with your life. Life is not summed up in one girl and one relationship. So don't lose yourself just because you can't get between her legs. It's okay. There's gonna be other ones. Just cool it. Understand that you don't have to have her in order to be complete. But there is a sense in us heterosexual male who feel we need women to be complete, is because it is an instinctive feeling that, like food, we need food for sustenance, and we need women for feeling balanced. And that need makes you think that you can't let her go, because if you let her go, then you won't be balanced. No, understand that if you don't have this food, there's not enough food for you here, there's going to be food somewhere else. It's not like you're going to go hungry. Same thing. If you can't be with this girl, it doesn't mean that you will not be balanced, because that's a sustenance that you need. It's in your genes. You have to have it. You will, but maybe in another juncture, another place, another time. You'll be okay. So don't panic. Don't call her. Don't pester her. Don't bother her. Respect woman. Protect woman, even from yourselves, not just from others, even from your own desires. Achilles says, hello, Mehran, master, mentor, friend. Antoine here, 52, male, Los Angeles, wishing you a blessing as always. How's your day going? Well, thank you very much, Antoine. I appreciate it. We missed you yesterday, I guess. And by the way, I've been checking my mailbox, the place that I give you the address, every 2 days. Still quiet. So I'm watching for it. I'll check maybe today as well, just in case. But today is Saturday. There's Canada Post doesn't work, and and I have that post thingy on a UPS station. So There's always people to sign for it and get something that comes for me. Today they're open, but only for UPS stuff. So Canada Post is closed, I guess, and so I'll check on Monday. And Royal Doyle says Missouri. Oh, Missouri. MO. Yes, Missouri. Well, guys, it looks like we've hit all the questions, and it is now 1 hour and 20 minutes, 20 minutes over the time that I was hoping to be the length of this live talk. So I would like to say, well, thank you again. I love you all. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to you for about a thing or two. And I look forward to talk to you maybe tonight or tomorrow. In the meantime, be good to yourself and the others. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.